Hi guys, it's Chris with City Girl Homestead. Time for another week of pantry cooking. Now, this week there's going to be a couple salads that are out of fresh stuff, so yeah, it won't be out of the pantry. But that's okay. You can always mix in your stuff and meld it together. And I was going to use a recipe for today. I found one that I liked. And then I decided I want to change it. So, we're going to change it, and we are going to change a little bit on our dinner video too, because the sauce that I was going to use is outdated, and so I'm going to use something else. And hopefully it'll turn out good. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to dice up this entire onion, because I'm going to need it for the main course, and I want to use it for the salad as well. So I want it to be diced pretty thin. Just like so. I don't know if I'll still need to dice up the whole onion or not. Maybe not. I might have enough without it. And if that's the case, you know how you do that. Just put the rest of the onion in the refrigerator in a baggie and use it at a later time. And you can save it like that for quite a while. And if you don't think you're going to use it anytime soon, put it in a baggie in the freezer and use it up later for that. I think that might be enough for both, actually. So let's put that off to the side, and then I'll put that in the refrigerator in a baggie, and we can use it later. So I'm going to use that for the meal for later, and I'm going to put this in our bowl for the salad. The only reason I'm changing is because I wanted to add more than what I have now, so that's why. And we're going to thinly slice these, well, not super thin, but 2 cucumbers. I mean, this is a time of year we love cucumbers and tomatoes and onions and all that good stuff, right? So why not? We've got some plans for this weekend, and we'll take you guys along with us. We're not staying over anywhere, nothing like that, but we came up with a couple of ideas we want to do. And I think we're going to can something on Friday. And it's just to, because we got something on sale, hopefully. They have it when we go to do it, but to stock it up for Tom. He really, really likes it, and we're going to get it stocked up. Jack's going to do something different with his, but he's going to can too. You know, when it comes to like 4th of July and Labor Day and Memorial Day and all that, you sure wish you had a place you could just hang out at. That's when I miss us selling the cabin. But it just got to be too much on us, and you know, people don't realize having a second property how expensive it truly is. And at that time we just couldn't get up there. I mean, it would sit there and sit there. We figured out the one year we would have made it up there 3 weekends. And you know, that second property was like $900 a month with everything, that the bills, you know. I'm like, this is just not, you can rent a few hotel rooms for that. So, and because we didn't know what days Tom would have off, you know, there's no really reserving anything, because, you know, people, we're a very touristy state. So people, you know, they get stuff way in advance. I'm going to do up tomatoes. had these left from a couple weeks ago too, so figured I better get those used up. Alright. Then we're going to use some of those bacon bits that I got. Oops, we don't want that in there. I really wished I'd have gotten another bag, but they were out of them when we went back down. So, I do have some of my own that I've made up, so I run out, no big deal. Then we're going to put a little bit of cheese in there. And you can make your own dressing. You can do whatever you choose to do. Like I always say, your kitchen, your rules. My kitchen, mine. Then I'm going to use up some of my ranch dressing. You know, if I wasn't going down to those stores down there, I wouldn't be able to do this stuff all the time because this stuff is expensive. But when you can get 2 big bottles, name brand, for $6, it's like, okay, I can make a salad out of that. Because, you know, you're not spending a ton of money. I mean, I can't even get the Walmart brand for as cheap as I can when they have it up there, either at Bronson or at the other stores. I can't even buy the Walmart brand that cheap. And I wanted to get this one started early so that you can get everything cooling down and chilled together. Because a side salad always tastes better when it's chilled. So how does that look? Alright, let me get everything else and we'll start dinner. Okay, so now for dinner, what we're going to do is we're going to take, this has a pound of meat, but I'm going to use 2 pounds just in case. I'd rather have it be too much than too little. And anything that I have left over, I'll freeze it and I'll just put burger on there. So I'm going to use a pound of, I actually really didn't see only 1 pound till now, but we'd already taken 2 pounds out. So I'm also going to use a pound of that ground pork. Because really, you guys, when you mix the two together, even if you add turkey burger with it too, it really, really does add a lot of taste to it, and it's really, really good. So if you're able to eat pork and, you know, all that, not only is the pork cheaper, but when you add it to that beef, it really does make a big difference in the taste. And it's really, really good. I'm sure I'll have leftovers, but that's all right. Maybe I'll make something like this, but a different way. And do what I'm doing right now, but use that meat up instead. So, yeah, I got another idea I can use with it. Now, it says to use burger seasoning, which I didn't get me out a measuring spoon. Hold on. Sometimes, you guys, I'm together, and sometimes I'm just not. You think, oh, I got everything out. And it asks for a tablespoon. So I have a half tablespoon there and another half tablespoon. And yes, the hamburger seasoning is, it's in my cookbook. Because it really is good. So I'm trying to drink more water to get some of this weight off too. And I bought this flavored water stuff you can add to it, and man, when you drink it down, it tastes really good. But you guys, the aftertaste is, yeah, I don't know about all that. Anyways, so remember I got those frozen cookies. You know, you just put them on a pan. I figured since I have to use the oven, why not make those cookies up and Tom can take them to work. And then for our dinner, we've got our garlic bread. So we're going to put that in the oven. So I figured if we're going to use the oven already, why not do something else with the oven since you're going to heat everything up anyway. Now I'm also going to use, remember the rest of those onions from that half onion too. And like I say, no worry if we got burger left. We can always use it with something. If we can keep it in the pan, that is. Alright, so I'm going to get that mixed up and fried up. And then I've got that stuff in the oven. And I'll be back. Alright, I should have thawed the cookies out first. I don't know if they're going to turn out that great. But they'll be all fine. So, and I got to thinking about what I could do with the rest of that hamburger. And there's been something that we cooked 3 or 4 months ago. We've done several times, but Tom's been asking about it, so maybe I'll make him some of that tomorrow. So now we're going to take that meat and put it on the top of our garlic bread. So yes, it's called Texas Toast Cheeseburgers. Try to keep all of our meat on our sandwiches there. I think these are going to be great. You know, anytime you make up extra of something, you can always use it for something else. You know, it's not like, oh my gosh, you wasted a pound of meat. There's always something you can do with it. Always and always. You can figure something out. I mean, you could literally make chili with that. Spaghetti. All kinds of stuff. I'll put a little bit more on that one. These would be great if you wanted to make them for, like, you know, you have some kind of party or whatever too. That'd be great. I thought these would be great if you had, like, something going on over the weekend. And I'm sure you could do these on the grill too. And then we're going to put shredded cheese on that. Can't have cheeseburgers without cheese. So maybe I'll just have to add an extra recipe. Might go into 3 weeks of pantry meals. Who knows? It was nice that I had to actually have Jack add to my order to even get one brought to me, because I didn't have that much to get. I got a few things that I needed for Tom's lunch, you know, yogurts and stuff like that, but basically I spent $15, and that was even with his lunch stuff. So, yeah. Now it says to use a burger sauce, but like I said, mine was way outdated. So I'm going to use Thousand Island dressing because I don't have that much left in this bottle. Might as well use it up. I guess spilling it all over the tray helps a little bit too. Alrighty. Well, that accomplished that. All empty. A little bit there on the side. Then we're going to take some burger chips, and we're going to put those on top. Because I don't know about you guys, but I think a cheeseburger needs pickles too. And the onions, which we put inside the meat. Maybe I can use this jar up too. Because I bought a great big huge jar down at Bronson a while back, and we could get to using that one. Whoops, hold on a second. I kind of forgot about the cookies. They're a little brown. Oops. Maybe I'm not great at multitasking. They'll be fine. A little bit of a crispy cookie never killed anybody. Alrighty. Now we're going to put these in the oven and let the cheese melt. And we're going to have us some Texas toast cheeseburgers. Well, hi, Tom.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
There's his dinner. What do you think about those?
Oh, really good.
You got to try your salad too.
I do.
Yeah. One more bite, huh? Well, I had leftover burger, so you're going to get something that you've been begging for weeks. Don't you say it. How's that sound?
I can guess.
I know you can guess. Smile if it's a good guess. Smile if it's a good guess. And have you been begging me for weeks and weeks? So it's going to be something we've made like 4 or 5 times, but him and I both love it, and I'm going to make it a little bit different tomorrow, so that'll be okay. So, winner dinner?
Winner dinner.
Winner pantry dinner.
Pantry dinner.
Yeah. All right, you guys have a blessed night. Be a blessing, and goodbye, Tom.
Goodbye, Tom.
You guys have a beautiful night.